Welcome all saints and sinners alike, because we will corrupt you no matter who you might be. Ha ha.
Corrupt me. Oh, too late. You've already corrupted me.
Yeah, I don't do that on camera. What's happening out there, people? One hell of a week, wasn't it? I don't even know where to start. So who's drinking what?
What happened? I'm drinking Iron Brew because it's too bloody hot. I'm just about to open a bottle of wine, but don't worry.
What's Iron Brew?
It's nectar from the Highlands of Scotland. It's
so a Scottish
so
a Scottish guy lifts his kilt and gives you the nectar.
It's just like it's a fizzy pop drink, but it's hailed from Scotland. It's quite famous up there, but yeah, it's great. I love it.
Mexi girl's got the right idea. Sipping on gin and juice. Very cool. I
just needed something cold and gluggy to start because it's been a hot day, and if I just open a bottle of wine, it'll be gone in like 2 seconds.
Mods, be on alert. If NA shows up, don't let him talk in the live chat. No shots will be consumed during the course of this live stream.
Yeah, block him.
It ain't happening.
No, not doing that again.
Yeah, I almost fucking threw up in the morning when I saw that bottle on my counter.
You know what? It is quite amazing to watch you degrade so quickly.
I'm not an alcohol drinker. I'm a beer drinker. That doesn't work well for me. I could sit there and shoot them. That's no problem. But the after effect, I need a bed close by.
It definitely knocked you for 6. After you were getting more slurry.
I can only imagine. I'm not going back to watch. I'm not even doing it.
You were getting more obnoxious as well. It's like, yeah.
Somebody fart and I tear them a new one for 5 minutes, Oh, yeah. I don't drink hard booze in public usually. And there's probably a few here that can see why.
In public, yeah. doing a dark dungeon somewhere.
Yeah. That bottle's going to last me a while, though. I like, Paul Gilbert says, I like me malt whiskey. Walt Disney. This is my first. That was just one of those things. I love me a couple of good shots of real scotch, but I don't bottoms up real scotch, right?
No. Take your time.
Yeah, exactly. I find you've got to pair the right tobacco product with scotch. That's how I play it.
I remember it was like my son. We were on holiday, and it was my son's 18th birthday. I think it was. Was it 18 or 21? I can't remember. Anyway, I bought a lovely bottle of Aberlour malt whiskey. They were really delicious, and we all came back from the pub. It was already a bit Larry, and poured everyone. I got 2 fingers of this delicious single malt whiskey. And I'm handing them around. Turn around. He just knocked it straight back. It's you get. You don't do that with a fine malt.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me
yeah. That's when the Budweiser drinker slams down the port. What? I thought it was a shot.
I gave him a cigar. He ate it in one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stirred his drink with it and put the umbrella in the tip.
Ah, dear.
So, let's see here. I did a stream with Rick the Ukrainian earlier today, and Aziza, the chick from Crimea, cute girl, musician.
Oh shit! I haven't got any wine here. Oh bollocks!
Are you serious?
You talk. I'm gonna fix this. Desperate solution here.
All right. So yeah, and it's the first time I heard her music properly, and wow, that chick's got some pipes, man. Holy. she's got a natural pitch, like who did I use as the reference? Steve Perry from Journey, just always on the mark. And when she switches from like her chest voice, like her diaphragm pushing up through the head voice into the falsettos and stuff, so damn powerful. You could barely even hear the transition. It's really, really good. Yeah, excellent songwriting, vibrato control, dynamics. It was in Ukrainian, so I don't know if this is true, but to me, it sounded like she had very good enunciation as well, except I wasn't really sure. But yeah, we should probably, I think I have her link somewhere here. Let me dig it up and we will slough it off to you here, because she just discovered that she has the watch hours to be monetized, but she's just shy some subs. So that would very much help. Now, why can't I find it? I just had it open very recently. I'll have to find it. Hold on, everybody. I know I'm just humming and hawing you to death now. Yeah. Let's see here. If I go to, how do I even find my thing now? What's going on here? Sorry, everybody. I can't even, why is it like this? I can't even get to my history properly. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Shut your mouth for a second. There. And here we go. Has anybody beat me to it yet? Am I actually going to pull this off? Okay, here we go. Everybody's going to this link right now. And, oh, yeah, right. I didn't switch the titles. Good shout there. PJ says, I think Matt is the one that figured it out. Yeah, I didn't even notice. What do you want to call it? Pub chat? Let's go to pub chat.
Okay. Yeah, wank chat.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Good call, everybody. I didn't even notice, and I'm staring right at the fucking screen here, you know?
Yeah. You call it soapy tip wank for all I care.
Okay, so here, I got her channel link for you. So everybody's going to hit this, and yeah, I already dropped it. Hit that link that I dropped and go over and sub. You'll be glad you did. I mean, I couldn't understand shit she said in the song, but it didn't matter. It's great. 1 second here. I'm just going to get a refill.
You too. He's going to run away. Going to run away. Get some wine. I doubt it. Not that man. Oh. Right. What's going on? Oh. Look now. How far has he gone? It's like bad as me. He's gone down to the cellar. Give the gimp a stroke while he's down there. Come on, Dick. Hurry up. You're not new to this. Has he gone to the bloody store? Do you think? Oh dear. He's got to come back. I need consumer advice. Yes. La di da di da di da. Yeah, he has a refrigerator behind him. No, he's got 2 refrigerators behind him. Look at that. Yeah. Dumbass. I think he's tripped and fallen. Somebody send help. Oh dear. He should have gone at the same time as I did, and we could just had like a blank screen for 2 minutes. It would probably be all the, you know, he'd be in the chat saying timestamp, best bit, best bit of the show so far. Oh, there he is. He's in. Bloody hell. You moved your fridge.
I also had to flip the script on the movie there for Tall and Small.
Wow.
Yeah, the tall little man. It's strange, but it actually makes sense. Okay, let me just get everything else in order here. Good. All right. Yeah, and I've already got like some meat marinating and whatnot, so I'm way ahead for the evening as well. Yeah. Now it just comes down to whether or not after a few beer, I just order them something anyway and leave them till tomorrow.
Highly likely.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit of a quandary at the minute. Working on the car. I was working on the car yesterday. I was working on the car today, and getting some like cosmetic stuff sorted out. Taking some trim off, and then finding panels are all rusty underneath, and cleaning them up, and repainting and getting trim back on, and getting all. It's looking beautiful. It's looking great. But it's just like one part of the tailgate of the car. It's a small section. Meanwhile, the bumpers are all beaten up and needing replacing. And
how many shades of brown is your tailgate now?
Well, funny thing is, right, there's this carpet bit on the back of the tailgate, and I looked it up. It's $650 to replace this little bit of carpet trim, which is just basically carpet, stuck onto a bit of hardboard, and then just pinned onto the back of the car. So I thought, right, just give it a damn good clean, So I got the the spot washer out, and shortly afterwards I gave up with that. I just basically sprayed carpet shampoo into it and then hosed it down with just the hose.
Did it disintegrate?
No, but you could see all the dirt just like washing out. Never mind spot washing it. It just needed bastardizing.
It's purple.
Well, this is the thing. It was really weird. There must have been embedded into the fibers somewhere some particles of something, because there's a couple of streaks in it when I've cleaned it up that have basically been bleached. So it's
dogging.
so me washing it is fucked it up. It's
just made it worse. Yeah.
Oh, it's clean, but it's patchy now. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And
I recommend that you just use what you got as templates to make new. It's not that difficult. All you have to do is take the steam cleaner to it and get it all warm, and then it molds to the part,
It's a flat piece. It would be quite relatively easy just to remake it, but
but just watch a little of Tyrrell's Classic Workshop for a bit and watch Craig the trimmer. You just wait. Because I've been talking about all these different things I want to do to this car to make it all like super shiny. It's going to be like the Mystery Machine when you're done. It'll be full of Scooby snacks and good times for all.
Well, thing is, right. So Connor came out to start helping me about 7 o'clock in the bloody evening, which is great timing. He starts looking at the bumpers and starts taking the bumpers off, and he got as far as like around the back of one mud flap. managed to break one nut that it just sheared off. So that was great. We already got that, but pulled away we managed to pull away this the front bumper part, and you could see like down inside this like the well of the that rear end. Great big hole, rust, massive hole in it. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake! And it's
You mean the spare wheel well thing, right?
Well, no, the spare wheel sits underneath, but it is so like just behind the rear wheel arch.
Yeah. You can get aftermarket panels for those, but how good are you with an angle grinder and a welder?
Well, I'm great with a welder, an angle grinder. I mean, I could fiberglass it and stuff like that, but
oh no, it's got to be metal, man. Don't do that.
No, yeah. Well, that's the thing, you see. So I got underneath, I had a good look, and I thought, oh shit, the rear differential is seeping something out of that, so. That
gear oil
needs new seals and whatever.
Is it the input shaft in the front, or is it the plate at the back, or is it the axle seals on the sides?
I think it's
all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
So So I did another little rethink, thinking, right, okay, is it worth spending a lot of money and a lot of time, because it's gonna take a lot of time to rejig this car?
It is.
Or is it? Because I did another look-see around, because that car is still it's still worth quite a bit of money in the stage it is.
Even in the stage it is, it's worth far more than it should be.
Yeah, I know. They're appreciating at the minute.
They're not just appreciating. It's like they're in a race. I mean, you know.
So, but anyway,
if you don't know, folks, if you don't know, he's got one of the early mid 2000s Toyota Land Cruisers, the proper, you know, European one, not that the one they sell us over here, the Prada version or whatever they're called.
The Prada's called the Colorado over here.
Yeah, but to us, it's not a Prada or a Prado. It's just the Land Cruiser. They're screwing us over, and they're selling us the Prada, the lower version, as if it's the top dog.
Right. So, but here's my quandary. Right. I had another look on Auto Trader, and where is it? Bedford? Was it Bedford? It seems to be the place for Land Cruisers, because I found about half a dozen Land Cruisers in this small town, like 50 miles away from me.
Yeah.
And where's the green room? Right.
You probably get £10,000 for one that can't even get an MOT.
Now, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I found this. Check that out.
Okay. Let me get.
Right, because mine is a 4.2 liter diesel.
Okay.
And I don't know if you'd be able to bring that one up.
I didn't do a pre-capture, so I'm almost there here. Hold on. There we go.
Right, yeah. So this is a 4.7 liter V8.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's in immaculate condition.
I'd rather have the diesel, but yeah.
Well, I don't know. This is a V8. That's pretty rare.
Yeah, but in the UK, you guys go, "Ooh, it's the V8," and in North America, we're like, "Yeah, but most things were." You know, like it's not as a big a deal to us, right?
Yeah. I don't know, but
I'd rather have the diesel. I like that low ground torque, and yeah.
Yeah, but but here's the thing.
What the fuck?
I'm thinking, with all that time and effort trying to get my old car back up to running, would I not just be better going to this place? And these people who are selling this are also on the lookout for any Land Cruisers. So I could just go there and just give them some cash and just do a straight swap.
What year is this one?
It's 1 year younger than mine. It's a 2005. Yeah. And
okay, so in other words, what you're saying is, why rebuild what I have when for $8,000 or $10,000 I could just swap it around?
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, to be serious, you've got some rust issues and stuff. That means it's going to need welding and body. It's going to need paint. When you do welding and body, there's always a bit of putty here and there, Bondo, whatever you want to call it, and so on. Mm-hmm. You're probably on the right track.
Also, don't forget the aircon doesn't work. The navigation system doesn't work. There's all these other things that need fixing. The wheels need redoctoring, so that'll probably cost a pretty penny. We need to replace the bumpers, front and rear. So once you add it all up, I think, why not just get like one that works?
And this time, take care of it. Sorry, but that had to be said.
well, the thing is, right, the car that I bought, it was actually from a garage because we were on holiday base and the car broke down.
Yeah.
My Land Cruiser broke down. And this place that took my car into repair, my car, my new car, was basically what they give to customers,
like a loaner.
As a loaner, but people are, because they must have had it a lot down there where people have got caravans and whatever, and they broke down or get the car sorted, so they had this car available for people to use. So a lot of people have been using this car, and probably incorrectly.
Yeah, that's like buying a Ferrari cheap, and because it was a rental on the Las Vegas Strip. Right, you got about 1,000 miles before it dies, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's a whole load of issues that maybe
Yeah. Here, let me get that up.
Get it off the screen. Get it before someone else goes. Whoa, I'm going to go and get that.
Yeah, well, exactly. I wouldn't doubt that 2 or 3 of our British viewers right now are just going to one up you on that one to fuck with you.
Bastards.
Yeah, what are they asking for it here?
23 grand.
Yeah, 23 grand. So I wouldn't doubt you get an email from Liam Wakefield tomorrow, and he's like, "Well, I offer it to you for 26."
Yeah,
and I don't want your old one.
Yeah, and that's when he goes, well, it was all a ruse because I didn't want it after all. And the joke's on you.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But yeah, I mean, we're talking about a vehicle that's got 20-ish years on it, 100,000 or so kilometers, whatever. I think you guys do miles, don't you?
Yeah.
100,000 miles. 2005, and it's holding 22,990 British pounds sterling as a price. That's a vehicle that holds their value. That's why people like me that know cars through and through and through, we always say to people, are you interested in cars? If the answer is no, we just say, get a Toyota unless you can afford the Lexus. It's just it. Just do it.
Yeah, I mean, everything just ticks the boxes. My mileage, it's a year older, is 122,000. So it's as long I'd have to go and have a look at it and crawl underneath, and as long as there's no crap underneath it, and it just looks good on the surface, I'll be onto a winner.
Yeah,
but I'll have to go and have a look.
Yeah. A friend of mine in town here just bought themselves a BMW X6M. So I think that's what they are. X6M. It's like it's supposed to be an SUV, but it kind of looks like a dog trying to have a shit. It's got that thing going on, It's not as bad as the Chrysler Crossfire. That looked like a dog trying to have a shit.
They got to be really careful about giving cars like nice, happy faces.
Yeah, where's the Crossfire Coupe? Coupe. Yeah, there we go. Let me show you this. Look at that. It looks like a dog that's leaning over trying to. For God's sakes, how does anybody stomach using the internet these days? Holy God, there was 3 pop-ups there.
Insane.
Yeah.
It looks like someone's just like sanded off the back of the car. Just rounded it off.
Yeah.
it's missing.
Yeah. That was actually that was Chrysler's version of the little SLK 230 from Mercedes. That was actually a good car. And Chrysler took that good car and made it ugly. And then I think they even went so far as to put one of their own garbage engines in it. It's just ridiculous.
Actually, it looks better if you drive it backwards.
Looks better if you drive it into a ditch. But that's the Chrysler, right? They brought you the PT Cruiser. So what do you expect?
Yeah, the PT Cruiser is such an odd vehicle. It's like taking like the 1950s custom car vibe and
putting a Dodge Neon underneath it. I drove my neighbor's what they called that. That. What did we just say that car was called? I drew a blank.
PT Cruiser.
Yeah. I had to drive one of those ones, and it was like driving a go-kart that was improperly set up. It was so terrible. Oh, the only road feel was I'm on the road, I'm gonna crash. You couldn't. It was one of the worst cars I've ever been behind the wheel of.
I remember the first time seeing one, and you go, "Oh, that's interesting."
Yeah. It was. I remember when it first came out, they were parking them all around the cities and letting people check them out and stuff, and you could see that they were getting a lot of attention. But then the car magazines discovered that it was just a Dodge Neon underneath. So everybody that was an enthusiast went, "Oh, well, it's junk then." And everybody over the age of 65 went, "But it's so cute."
I wonder how many people like hot rod them. They're not going to be that particularly hot.
I don't think the cylinder heads on that old Chrysler engine could even take 6-to-1 compression. I mean, it's hopeless.
Oh, I saw a thumbnail for a video yesterday because, as you can imagine, my YouTube just thinks I just want to look at cars and car restoration and stuff.
Exactly. And, thinks you're mean.
Yeah. How many times can you watch someone refit a bit of a window trim? I don't know. But there was a video thumbnail, and then there posed the question: Can you make piston heads out of wood?
Because they're made of wood.
I didn't watch the video because I'd imagine the answer is no. Or you could, but don't.
Yeah. You'll get 3 out of 4 strokes. Can you guess which one they are? You're going to get suck. You're going to get squeeze. You're going to get no bang and a hell of a lot of blow.
Yeah. Oh dear.
That's funny. I bought one of those models online. They were on sale. It's a clear 4-cylinder engine you can put together.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. So Felix and I sat down to build it. I'm laying out all the parts. It's missing one piece that just could be important. It's called a crankshaft. Right? So I got a hold of Amazon. I got a hold of the seller. I got a hold of the company. And I bought it when they were clearing them out. And there's not one to be had. I've been looking on eBay, trying to find that damn crankshaft so we could put that together. Piss me off.
You could make one out of wood.
Probably be as balanced as the plastic one, to be honest, right?
That is funny.
Yeah, it's just a joke, Actually, speaking of which, it's been like 3 years since I bought that, and I gave up on finding the part. I might as well just order the new one that they're selling now because Felix and I really wanted that, Yeah. I fully understand all of it. I can explain the different rings and why they're there and stuff. And I think Felix would catch it. He's got a real.
Or buy the new one and just take the crankshaft out of the new one and put it in the old one.
It's a redesign. It's not the same on purpose, I think, right? Yeah. Too many opiate-laced folks in another country just kept forgetting to put parts in those boxes. There's a lot of complaints about missing parts on the one that I have. Yeah, it sucks. Freaking assholes.
Maybe someone worked at the factory and just like took a piece out of just so they had their own. So that song, you just like built the factory, built his own engine.
You know what we need is a small laser cutter for Perspex plexiglass and a 3D printer, and then we could just build our own anyway. Probably be more fun to do that, wouldn't it? To follow the plans, do the whole thing. You could do like a hot V turbo. I'm losing people here. Let me get a beer. Hold on.
Again. Use your fridge. Oh dear. He's forgotten he's got a fridge back there. Keeps talking about them. Oh dear. Well, that's my quandary sorted. Who's going to be up to Bedford this week? Little trip. Now I'm just sitting here watching the bloody show. There's nothing on it. Oh dear, Dick. Yeah, Mexico. Yeah, I'm going to start nagging him. Use the bridges behind you. He's obviously got himself distracted again with Felix, no doubt. We're talking about types of wood in the chat. Matt says, would I have a beer or a lemonade?
That's not a question.
We were talking about that here earlier. You know, apparently my missus learned, when she was 11, she learned how to make, fresh lemonade. And I was thinking, I have never had.
So the family put her to work young?
It's just something that I learned at school, and it's like I've never had fresh lemonade. Yeah, it sounds really nice, but apparently, you need so many bloody lemons; it costs a fortune.
Yeah, yeah.
But lemons don't grow on trees, you know.
What, really?
Oh, dear. In our local superstore, they had like selling plants and stuff. I go, and then look over there, they've got these lovely little like lemon trees. Go, oh, that's nice. It'd be nice to have a little lemon tree,
Yeah.
Go over there. It's all plastic.
That's funny.
Best kind of plants that we could have,
Yeah. Well, everybody knows the Norwegian lemon is the best one, so
I'm sure we could still kill a plastic plant.
I got a plant here I'm trying to save, and wow, is it fighting me, man? It just wants to die. Suicidal, really.
It keeps jumping out the pot.
Yeah.
You find it hanging there in the morning.
But I went and got some new soil and stuff. I just got to run over tomorrow when things are open and get some new pots, and I'm going to redo it. Bigger one, better breathe and stuff. The person that gave it to me, anyway, I think I can do it. I'll see. I don't exactly have a green thumb.
Yeah, you have to do like a Mark Watney from The Martians.
I am going to science the shit out of this.
Yeah, and literally collect up all the poo of all your neighbors and mash it up.
Yeah. Do you mind if I put saran wrap over the bowl so I can have the leftovers? Wait, what? Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I don't healthy, but your house smells of shit.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna, when Watney in the movie gets mad because one person's got some really rank things going on in their world, I would get stuck with all the packets being that way. I'm just not doing that. No.
I thought you meant the scientist who only has disco music on her iPod or whatever.
Oh, that part of the movie was painful for me. It would have been better had he been into disco and been pissed off because the other person was a classic rocker. That would have been, way better for me. Oh, hey, Duncan, I don't know if you were here when I was doing the big brouhaha about the flag here, and Yeah, I know. It's the placement isn't perfect, but the Coca-Cola fridge is moving again, so the globe can go back down. I'm just limited on things. But Duncan won that on Rick's channel and sent it over to me.
Ah.
Yeah.
The other Duncan. Not the me Duncan.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You're more like Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm just Dunk. Put an E on the end of my name, and there you go.
Dunce?
Yeah, be a dunce.
You know how many times I've had to pull back from saying that?
Every minute of every day.
Hey, has there ever been in literature or anything, has anybody ever given Yoda a last name?
I don't know.
You know, are they like Robin Hood era British people and it's just I'm Robin of Luxley?
No, it's like Sting. Does Sting have a last name?
Arrogant.
Right. Yeah, Madonna, Prince.
Yeah, in the music industry, there's been quite a few people that have done that single name thing. And I guess in modeling, does it start with Twiggy?
Right? Guess so. Don't know.
Yeah. I heard
Jesus.
yeah.
I think he was the the OG.
Yeah. Yeah, they say he could
of Nazareth.
They say he could vogue like nobody's business, man.
Yeah, he says, born from a virgin.
Never touch 'cause she's divine.
Oh, you missed a trick, Christianity, with that song.
See? It could have had an answer. Now let's save Taoism.
Yeah, let's think about a song for Allah.
Oh man, we could start some shit pulling that one. You know, we can make fun of Christians because we're white. Because obviously the original Christians were white.
Oh, a bit dirty, I think. Yeah, swimming around all that donkey and camel shit. Living in bloody stables. No wonder they all look brown.
Yeah. Never mind the myrrh next time, all right? No.
Yeah. They hadn't invented the shower head. Yeah. So,
yeah.
they were still mopping down with the Roman sponge.
Yeah. Hey, Larry, you done with that? Oh man. You know?
I wash myself with the sponge, and I'm still end up looking brown.
Yeah, you look around the room and you go, "Who's got the hairiest ass?" Because it's probably the cleanest sponge to ask for, right? Hey, Jose's back. Check it out. Cool. How's it going? He was fighting the devil in his own way. Yeah, you know, I'll let Jose tell you if he wants. I'm not
no details.
Yeah, I was just figuring how I could word that so that it was open-ended, and you know, I'm just not going to bother. It wasn't going to sell well.
Yeah. But it's good to know they managed to get the sauce bottle out.
Never overwrap your taco when you're in a room full of naked friends, right?
Oh dear.
Grunge Thing says, how many dubs in are you? Well, that doesn't really count today. I've had like 3 CBDers, and I've just put a little touch of the THC stuff to it, but not really any. Maybe later. I know I'm going to need a heavy one after. It's been one of those days where everything's creaky and sore, and I feel like one of those skeletons that somebody's playing with in the classroom.
Well, doing rude things to it.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're not doing the right things. Come on. The Supreme Court thing. Did you catch on to this yet, Dunk?
What's that? What's going on?
There was part of Trump's BS hit the Supreme Court. It's the ICE things, right? And the Supreme Court is slightly stacked in Trump's favor because he's appointed more Republicans than there are Democrats on the panel, the judicial panel. I don't remember. I don't know, right? So they pulled out a ruling that at first glance makes it sound like he can continue his deportations, even as far as sending people not to their country of origin. But I was talking to Nick Suter in the background, and it's not as clear cut as it sounds, because they did leave a bunch of the protections in place. And since this whole thing landed, I've been, knee deep in family life and stuff, and haven't truly had enough time to consume it properly. But as I understand it, if I was going to break it down into general language that everybody here can easily understand, sorry to borrow from one of the greats, but it sounds to me like either the right wingers on the Supreme Court of the United States are a little scared to fight back, so they only gave him some, not all, or they're doing the typical MAGA thing of just slow and steady, keep pushing it, and eventually it's coming at everybody so much and so thick they don't know where to fight, and you get your way. I'm not sure how they're playing this one. It's I normally at this point I would say something like it's going to be really interesting to see, and we're going to keep watching this space and so on. But this isn't just interesting; it's downright freaking scary, because if the Supreme Court of the United States starts bowing to the will of the executive branch of office, Donald Trump himself, there's no big check left to balance. It's over.
There's no stopping him.
Yeah. And then you do have the whole Caesar rise to power situation where you thought you had a democracy and one man takes power and boom, it's over.
Yeah, it might come to the point where I'm just going to stop listening to America and what's going on in there. I'm just going to close the doors and then check it in 10 years' time.
Yeah. We've got such a long extended border. Most of Canada's population is based around that border and stuff. This nonsense affects us long term more than we're feeling short term as Canadians. And it really sucks because we now have a growing hard right base that are going, look, MAGA can do it. So can, well, my God, no. This is not the way forward, people. You're not giving your children the best place for their growth and life. It's not how it works.
Yeah. I mean, that was interesting. The Joe Rogan talking to Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And, they were pretty much in agreement with that.
Yeah.
Just nobody is looking at what people just basically need,
Yeah.
Education, health, All these sort of things. Those are just being trashed.
Yeah. I mean, there's a simple thing that your average politician knows as fact, but hard Republicans don't seem to like this to be said. But a healthy populace contributes, and when everybody contributes, there's more money in the coffers of the government. So a healthcare system that takes care of everybody ensures more tax collection. It just does.
Mm. And better education means, improved industry.
Higher taxes again, though, as well. Better educated people make more money, or are at least smart enough to get their low wage job to be a higher wage job through organization and so on. And it benefits no matter what. When the public are doing better, so is the government. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might have just replaced the populace with a bucket of sludge.
Yeah.
Inert, doesn't do anything. It just, grows and becomes more sludge.
Yeah.
Don't have to feed it. We don't have to give it health.
Yeah. And with this, let's say it like it is, the big, beautiful bill. Your average lower waged or no wage at all American will lose access to extra help. And do you know, Donald, that one of those kids aren't going to become somebody that's huge in America? I mean, Carl Sagan was raised in a 2-bedroom apartment in the Bronx, and yet he's got his signature, like his actual hands touched Voyager before it went.
Oh yeah, that's why they're shutting down the space program. Can't have any of that shit going on.
I mean, it's so short-minded. It's elitism to the 18th degree. And you still got poor ass fuck MAGA people going, you're just crybaby Dems. You can't handle, we beat you. Are you kidding?
Well, you see, Trump's been kind of like clever, because what he's done is, shutting down all kinds of, medical research. He's shutting down space programs. He's basically shutting down anything where you need intelligent people for. Right. Therefore, you don't need education. There you go. Money saved all around.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only for the rich now, right?
Yeah.
Like, he really wants plebeians, right? He wants everybody below that level to just be poor,
Yeah.
And and if you think about it, if he succeeds, he will create a new, grander, ultimately low-class wage earning section of America that will either take the jobs that are being vacated by the migrant workers that are being kicked out of the country, or have no choice but to just starve and die because there's no help anywhere.
Well, he's basically just building a new North Korea.
Right? With a real good elite. Actually, so you take North Korea, but with a whole whack of elites that are very wealthy. Let's call them, I don't know, oligarchy. That's a good word, right? And then everybody else is really structurally controlled, but they've been, tuned to say, yes, we're in charge. This is for us, even though they can barely afford spam. We'll call them the deserving MAGA poor.
Well, I mean, what you'll have is, once Trump has been crowned king of America, he'll appoint all these oligarchs as barons.
Yeah.
So you have Baron von bloody, von
Putler.
Yeah. And then and then everybody else is just serfs. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely bit of mud over here, Dennis.
Yeah. Totally. Listen, descending a golden staircase in the middle of a building is no basis for a system of government, you know.
Well, this was the one time ago. Who are you? He's going, I'm your king. Well, I don't remember voting for you. Well, you did back in 2024.
Yeah.
And you never had to since.
Yeah, remember? I even told you, vote for us and you'll never have to vote again.
Yeah, sorry, Monty Python. You're going to have to remake that movie in 10 years' time.
Well, we might have to remake it. Is Carpathian in the chat, the AI alchemist? We might have to do up a whole bunch of AI scenes here coming up because
just do a whole movie. Just put
Yeah. And we'll have to do it within 5 to 10 second clips. So if you have a short attention span, this will be for you.
No long shots.
No long shots. But there's quite a few of those Monty Python skits that we could turn into modern political satire quite easily.
I'm sure we could.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Soon all of this will be yours. But the curtains.
See, but the thing is with the Trump administration, I'm not too sure. They've got to come up with a new word for it because it's not satire anymore. Because he's writing the satire. He's writing the jokes. And all we're doing is just repeating them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All we're doing is Trump's best bits.
Yeah.
This is what he said verbatim. We haven't had to change a thing.
You're not wrong. You know, we'll have to develop an AI that can do a perfect voice of him, right? You know what we need, everybody? We're going to fundraise right now. We need an Apple Mac Studio with an M3 Ultra and 512 gigs of RAM so we can run our own AI model and really fuck with people.
Or we could just steal Alan Baldwin and stick him in a dungeon somewhere.
Didn't the Canadians bomb the Baldwins?
No, they bomb in the movies.
Oh, there's NANA. If he mentions shots, you mute his chats. Okay, no shots. If he says shots, you mute his chats.
Yeah, chits.
Yeah. If he mentions shots in a super chat, I'll call them shorts or something.
And this is a damn good super chat. You've got to make it worth it.
Yeah. Man's got to know his limitations. We had a member supporter on Ko-fi today, and they came in with a $66 monthly payment membership. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's only one person that could have been, but we'll see if they take credit for it or not, because there's no name on it. It's very anonymous. But it's $66.
Yeah, mind you, having said that, I know we all know NA, he does it quite a bit, but other people sort of been catching on. So
that's true.
Or maybe it's just like that's all they had in their pocket. Sorry, that's all I got.
Yeah, you know what? It might not be NANA because it would have said sent from my barbecue.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a shout out, Yvonne Way with a super sticker. Woohoo! Yvonne Way has been the queen of the super stickers on the Shills many channels now. Yeah, if we can get everybody to sub to the 42 channel, that would be very helpful. So stop what you're doing and open up a new tab and in YouTube tab and do at the 42 show and go and sub.
Yeah. Even if you already have sub with your sock accounts.
Yeah, exactly. You know, tell your mother. You know the song "Tie Your Mother Down"? Well, it was actually "Tie Her Down" so you could sub to the Shills on her tablet, but they couldn't fit that all into the hook, right?
I thought it was "Tie Your Kangaroo Down."
That's only sung that way when you're standing upside down. You ever wonder how Australians don't get that head rush because the blood's rushing to their head because they're on, standing upside down there?
I'm flat. All those planes coming into land upside down.
Yeah, it's really confusing. Have you ever felt the plane flip itself so it can land properly as you fly to Australia? That must be crazy.
Yeah, why don't they have undercarriage on the tops on the top as well?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about a plane that flies to Australia. It actually has landing gear on the other side, and they just knock you out with gas and then flip the seats around when you're not, when you're asleep.
Hey, so we got a super chat from NA.
Hey, I know what you're doing. So, NA comes in and he says, "Fine, I'll do a shot myself, you fucking pussy." And it's, of course, for $6.66.
Is he doing that shot that Trump talked about? The fat shot.
No, it's Ozzy Osbourne, a shot in the dark. He's one step away from you, didn't you know? Huge shout out, NANA, but I can't do a shot tonight, man. I got parenting stuff after. I'm actually trying to slow myself down as it is right now. I thought putting the beer in the glass instead of sucking it out of the can in that cozy I usually use would slow me down. And I was shocked at how little came out of the can into the glass. I was like, really? That's pathetic.
No wonder I run out of them so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy that big a glass. I mean, I know people that could piss sample this, No,
if you put it in a glass, I find that if you put it in a glass, you can gulp.
Instead of doing that little bloop bloop as it comes out of the can, it just slides, right?
Yeah, I bought these couple of bottles of vintage cider from Lidl. It's only like £2.50 for a big fucking bottle, not a plastic bottle, a glass bottle, proper stuff. And when it's like really really hot, you got one of these like in the fridge. And you come in and you just pour it into a glass. Oh my God, you can just upend the entire glass.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's one of those drinks that it's just so nice going down. You just don't want it to stop. But put it on a hose.
I remember when I was 14, my father taught me a lesson. He said, never drink with ice in your glass if they're going down quick, because they just bounce off your teeth too often.
Yeah, you end up with ice stuck on your mustache. You got another super chat from no.
Yeah. NA. He says, I get that, Dick. Rock on, brother.
He got what, Dick? He got whose dick?
No, the whole parenting after thing. It was funny too, because I was on the Rick NA. That's 2 in a row at the. I can't do 2 at once. $6.66 thing. So huge thanks, man. Huge thanks. I was on Rick's stream earlier, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, because I just had to run upstairs, make sure Felix was good. I come back down. And Rick does this 3-minute thing. That's what I really like about that guy. He's so dedicated to his family stuff and whatnot. And then I get back and I put my headphones on and I got to sit there listening to it for like 2.5 minutes. And it's really hard to be on camera as part of the stream. And because I get like personal anxiety things and stuff and whatnot. So when somebody goes, oh, and blah, blah, in that regard, it throws me off. And I just go into, I'm a plastic mannequin. Right? Because I don't know what to do. Right? You know? But it was really nice to hear. It was pretty cool. Speaking of...
You don't like taking compliments.
About as much as I like being touched. 1 second here.
No, you can. Wait a minute. Oh, he's bugging off. Yeah, LA. He's on day 2 of a 9-day vacation. I'm getting F up. LA. I'm gonna kick him. You know, I'll get him to read out your super chat. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Well, where are you on holiday? Or you're not allowed to say. Somewhere nice. Not too expensive. Yeah, you got a super chat there, Dick.
Yeah, so, and I've also got a thing to say when I do these, after I do these. So first off, some applause, shall we? Because we got NA coming in with nothing less than a $66.60 super chat. He says, I'm on day 2 of a 9-day vacation and I'm getting some fucked up. Dude, somebody let, a steak and eggs kind of beer drinking, I imagine, I've always figured that you work hard and to earn and provide and stuff. And I can imagine that you are enjoying your vacation like a hardworking man should be. Good on you.
It's a good job he checked the writing on that before he clicked send, because I'd have put, I'm on day 2 of 9-day vacation and I'm a fuck up. Now, did you see straight after that?
Yeah, well, I'm getting to that, but I did want to say, as I sat down, I was so quick and I was reading it. I thought it was I'm on day 2 of 9 of a masturbation championship. So I was, if I stuttered when reading his super chat, I just wasn't sure where he was going at first. But then, and I gotta say, NA single-handedly here has been doing his best to make sure that YouTube goes, wow, at the Shills Live really know how to make money. We better promote them more, because he's given out 10 Shills memberships as well. Take a bounce, Mario. Thanks so much, dude.
I think Mario just had an erection. Boing.
I've had those buttons programmed for so long that I can talk to you. You know what I mean? You can make it up, right? But huge thanks, NA. That's awesome, man.
Oh, you wore me out, yeah. All that NA. I've got to count the cash now.
It's really good that he's not anal about it and doesn't come back and say, it's N/A, asshole.
It's nah.
Yeah. Get it right, or I'm not fucking hanging out, okay?
Yeah, he's just
come on, man. Shit.
It's just not applicable, Dick. Oh dear.
Where else should we go or not go or discuss?
It's the places we should not go is the places that we should go.
Yeah, but only to a point. We're notorious for going one step too far, right?
Half the fun, isn't it? I don't know where they not go today anyway.
Yeah. I know the last stream we did, when we did the joke about the Jewish guy praying to Allah, I don't think it went over well, you know?
Who with? The Jewish guys or the Muslims? Let's face it, if Trump can say things like "God bless Allah," then if he can be so fucking confused about religions that he wants a Christian God to bless a Muslim God, it's like,
God bless.
Okay. Oh. We'll get all these just different religions to have like a god out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about like religious songs. I was thinking, we have the songs for Europe. I think we should have like songs for religion where different religions.
What you mean? It's the final religion. Is that what you mean?
Well, no, what you have is all the different religions can. Get that out of the way.
Yeah, but I'm doing that for NA.
Oh, dear God. It's his birthday as well.
You're Yoda. It's not like they don't know what you look like. It's fine.
It's blinding me. It's giving me a mental.
Blinding me with science.
Anyway, shut up. I was saying what we should do is a song for religion where all the different religious, people to they all have
my religion.
Are you just going to like fucking interrupt me all the whole time through the whole thing? I'm just going to give up. It's got the dick show now. I'm going to shut up.
Well, I was doing REM. I was backing you up. That wasn't
backup. That wasn't backup. That was just like blatant, just like steamrolling or over the top of it.
Okay, here, I'll lower my volume here. Okay, so you keep going.
It's not lowering the volume. It's shut your fucking yapper. 2 seconds. But anyway, you got to the point where I was getting at. So all the different religions, they put a different song forward, and then Jesus.
But I turned the volume down.
I'm just gonna sit here. All right,
I'll mute. Fuck.
Just do whatever you fucking want to do. Hey, how about that? And I'll just sit here and.
Okay, I've muted.
No, you're not.
I've used the button twice, but you keep forcing me to unmute to prove to you I'm muted, and I'm not sure that's gonna work.
It doesn't work then, does it? You can't mute yourself and then unmute yourself to prove that you're muted. That's a mutation.
Okay, here.
I think my bit ran its course. I think you got to where I was going to. So fuck you, get on with it. You come up with a good idea then.
Shiny happy people talking crap. That's REM, isn't it?
Yeah. I bet you haven't got an REM album in your house.
I usually put it out at night with the cat and the Birkenstocks, but
yeah, I do have an REM album, but it's just there for flinging at zombies just in case,
Yeah. I put it at the front of my collection so that my neighbors won't go to my record player. They go, "Oh fuck, I'm not putting that on."
just going to damage the needle for it. It's pointless.
Exactly. Oh, that's funny. The only safe way to play an REM record on a good quality turntable with a good quality cartridge is to use a needle that is completely and totally 100% organic cucumber.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can only play it to vegans who are wearing sandals anyway. So
yeah. At this point in history, though, imitation Birkenstocks, because nobody wearing real Birkenstocks is even listening to REM anymore. They've moved on. I think they're even sick of Coldplay at this point.
Ooh, that's fighting talk.
Coldplay's the guy that married the chick who uses her vagina to make candles, right?
I didn't know there was that connection.
I think they did. Yeah. But Coldplay are that band where he always just sounds like a whiny 10-year-old that won't get a go-kart. Aren't they? They're like Radiohead, but more whiny. I guess Radiohead have got a real thing going on that people like. I never really caught on to them, but I don't dislike them. But I can't listen to Coldplay. It's just
I'm a loser. Now I do it here. I don't belong here. I'm a freak.
It's like listening to Tears for Fears cry and whine because their career vaporized, right?
Actually, Tears for Fears are great, but if you take a Tears for Fears record and play it backwards, it basically turns into a Coldplay song.
I'll never forget. That's a good joke. And if you take, okay, you might not know this band, but if you take a Glass Tiger record and play it backwards, it becomes a soundtrack for a Miami Vice episode. Canadians will know that joke.
I think there's many here, aren't there? And yeah, elbows up if you're a Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
and keep them off the table when you're eating.
Yeah,
that's great. Table manners.
Where does that come from?
I have no fucking clue. Makes no sense whatsoever.
But you're from the land who wrote that law.
Yeah, I know. It's like well, I think it becomes from the days when you used to invite a T-Rex round for dinner.
I was going to say
he can't get any elbows on the table. He's just like eating at the table with his tiny little forearms.
I was figuring it had something to do with the local vet just didn't have the glove over his elbow, and they were like, "Hey, we invited you to supper, but elbows off the table, buddy."
Yeah, and no feet either. Yeah, I mean, you don't know. You never heard your mother say, "Look, no cocks on the table."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's all right then. Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Schlunk.
Oh God. Okay. What's one of the moments in a movie that made you almost puke? Like it was so, oh my God, I can't tolerate this. And but also effective in its part of the storytelling.
Are we ruling out any porn?
Well, just be gentle with your descriptions of the people.
I don't particularly have a great porn collection of movies. I don't even have a collection. Oh dear.
But I have an answer for this.
Go on. Give us your answer. Maybe inspire me to think of something.
Brad Pitt in the movie California, when they're sitting around the table and he peels his shoe off to reveal that his sock has a big hole in it, and they're eating finger food. He starts to pick between his toes and then goes back to eating food and licking off his fingers.
Delicious.
I almost fucking hurled right there.
It's like natural Cheetos.
Yeah. Oh, nasty. But it was highly effective in showing who this man was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was awful. Oh, God. But it's a great movie. If you've never seen California, I can't recommend it enough. It's spelt with a K. And it's what's his putz from the X-Files and
David Duchovny.
Duchovny and Juliette Lewis and Brad Pitt. And it's one of Brad Pitt's early roles as he's like a big shot in the movie. And the other one is Michelle Forbes, the Bajoran chick from Star Trek.
Oh, I hate her.
She's good in it. And it's a wicked movie. Holy fuck, man.
I'm not sure if I've seen that or not. I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's one of my favorite movies. It's one of those movies you wish you could see again for the first time, because only the first time watching it has the hit it has on you, right? It's crazy good. Crazy good. Couldn't recommend it enough.
I can't think of an example for me.
Yeah. RP Marson in the chat. Marson. Earl was Brad Pitt. Yeah, man. Earl early in that movie is Brad Pitt. Yeah, man. It's part of what pisses me off about Brad Pitt, because now he's Mr. Career and he only picks those movies where he can be, Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever, right? And
Well, he only plays characters that are Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean? He wants those big leading man roles. And in California, he's got a lead part, but he's not truly the lead. And he's so much more of an actor back then. Like, you got to see it to understand. And I don't want to do any spoilers because there's quite a few people in the live chat that don't know this movie. So I don't want to give it away for you. But if you want to see Brad Pitt put on an absolute class on acting, watch that movie. Oh.
Yeah, if you want to see Brad Pitt pick his toes,
yeah,
that's the movie for you.
Yeah, and Juliette Lewis is amazing in it. You know, yeah. Juliette Lewis, like in that movie, her portrayal is, it totally made me wake up and go, oh, she's not just the natural born killer person. There's way more depth to her as an actress. I was blown away. Amazing.
Now you got another super chat here that's got trust issues that are going to be.
I still haven't. Oh no.
Going to bollocks you up.
NANA comes in with $6.66. Never trust a man that didn't see The Princess Bride.
Just saying.
Yeah, he's not wrong either. Thanks, NANA huge. He's not wrong. I still haven't watched that fucking movie. I bet at this point, NANA, we've been talking about me not seeing that movie on this, well, not this channel, but the Shills for 4.5 years.
We got a list of movies that Dick hasn't seen. In fact, there's a sub part of the Internet Movie Database that lists the movies that Dick hasn't seen.
Yeah,
and it's actually larger than the Internet Movie Database.
Yeah. And half of them are in our private Plex server that a whole bunch of you have access to. So I don't even have an excuse anymore, to be honest.
I mean, I must admit, I didn't give a particularly glowing review of The Princess Bride. I thought it was overrated. I never didn't like it. Sorry.
We've got another shout out as well because we got Annette, our own CF Beauty, there in the live chat. And she put in a $5 direct US donation through Ko-Fi there. Happy birthday to NANA. This is scary. 3 of us June baby Geminis in the Shills. Okay, Gemini. I should know something about that, but I don't. Are Geminis cannibalistic when they get angry or something? They use their little... Are they the crabs? No. Are they the crabs?
No, that's cancer.
That's cancer. Oh, okay. So fight cancer. What's the Gemini? Is it No, Pisces is the fish, right?
Yeah. Gemini is... I don't know.
Twins.
Oh.
Okay. So it's the twin personality where sometimes you get one version of the person and sometimes you get another version of the person.
It means they're fucking liars and two-faced bastards. Is that
Noted.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, well, it does now. You pretty much put your thing down on that, didn't you? So there you know. There you have it.
Yeah. Another fact from the Shills.
Yeah.
Fact bank.
I don't know much about astrology, except this. The stars in the sky do move over time. And as such, astrology is pretty old. I think everything has rotated and changed a bit, and maybe there's some updating needed. Just a thought.
Yeah. Should I like be like the black hole or something in there?
Yeah. There's a the Princess of the Moon or something from Samaria or whatever. Oh, hold on a minute.
What?
I'm trying to remember her name. Neil deGrasse Tyson brings it up in one of the Cosmos, the newer one, Possible
you
World.
mean Selene? What do you mean, Selene?
No. And going back, because more and more of these Babylonian texts have been deciphered and translated. She is one of the earliest people in human history to not just write something, but sign her own name to it so that we know who wrote it.
Well, she was making it up. She was going along anyway. So
well, it sounds like drug-induced bullshit because it was Venus, the goddess of love, will have a great destiny throughout the cosmos. Now, Venus ain't going anywhere. It's pretty much stuck in the solar system. So, but I can't remember the person's name. Anyway.
Well, Venus is asked backwards anyway, isn't it? It's rotating in the wrong direction and everything.
It's like Grease 2 compared to the original.
It definitely sounds like a woman. It's spinning in the opposite direction, and it's hot and bothered.
I'm going to get a beer while he answers for his crimes.
Yeah, we'll name this planet that's we'll incinerate a man just by looking at it. We'll name it after the goddess of love. There you go. It's basically what your cock feels like, after a lot of loving. Hey, I'm just rambling here. I'm missing my mentor, my the guy who keeps me in check. But, I have my own channel. I could be doing this on that. How bad would that be? Don't have Dick Dawson to tell me off.
Mike 71 in the chat. Yeah, Venus is a hot mess. That's pretty funny. I like that.
Yeah, and interestingly, Venus we should be colonizing before Mars. Right.
Well, there's some argument to be made there. I don't. If you want to talk about that for a second, there's this constant argument you hear from people. We should be going to Mars because there's enough water that we could actually affect the atmosphere some and do some terraforming and whatnot. I'm sorry, but what's the point? It doesn't have a magnetic field, and the solar wind will blow the atmosphere away again. What's the point? I don't get it.
Well, there was talk about giving Mars some kind of magnetism. I don't know how they do. I think you just basically rub another magnet next to it or something.
Well, magnetism has something to do with poles. So you put two Polish dudes in different orbiting satellites at the top and bottom of the planet, and maybe you'll get a field from it.
No, that's pole dancers.
They're not actually my favorite people.
Well, the Polish. Yeah, we're going to go to the Polish now.
Don't do that.
Racist.
Countryist.
Yeah. You're like Hitler. I know where to start. I'll have a go at the Polish.
Yeah. No. I'm just having a vacation. Where? Warsaw?
Is that where NANA is?
Yeah. No, we're just testing the mileage of these new tanks. No.
Oh, shit. We forgot to put a reverse gear in them. Oh,
yeah.
We're just going to keep going forward.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else do we got here? Okay, we're not bad on time. I can't go long today, though. That's for sure. I gotta get my act together. Yeah, exactly. That's funny, man. Years in the future, historians are going to go, why the fuck did he keep talking about his backer?
It should be in a museum.
Yeah. Yeah, that chick Kiss sang about in the old song, Plaster Caster. I bet she's got a mold of Arnold Palmer right beside Gene Simmons.
Well, there's the Penis Museum in Iceland. They should just put it up on a plaque. Well, actually, just like pointing out, like a stuffed giraffe's head.
Oh my God. Can you imagine like somebody that doesn't know the language going, "Oh, I know that word, museum." And they take their children in.
Yeah. Daddy, why have they got a big pink snake sticking out of the wall?
Yeah.
Mind you, I don't think you take your children to the Penis Museum. It's just going to go. It's going to be too many questions.
Daddy,
what's that? It's a penis. What's that? It's a penis. What's that? It's another penis. What's that? It's a penis.
Yeah.
What's a penis?
Yeah. Look, honey, the answer's going to be the same, and you still don't get it. Just come on, and I'll get you to the cafeteria.
Yeah, let's go to the gift shop. What's that? It's a penis. Yeah. It's a plastic penis that you put batteries in.
Yeah. That's what mommy calls Gary.
I wonder if we go to the gift shop at the Penis Museum in Iceland and it's just like full of vibrators and butt plugs and whatever. Or you just get a Tina t-shirt saying, I went to the Penis Museum and all I got was his lousy t-shirt. And a rubber penis.
Yeah. I use it as a doorstop.
I've got a very large door. Oh dear. Oh, we'll have to find out. I need to know now.
Yeah.
Can we send one of our VIPs to Iceland? Yeah, to check it out. I'm one of our the Shills ambassadors.
Ambassadors in charge of penises.
We'll get Marjorie Taylor Greene to do it.
Well, she's a big cock.
She'll be up for it. Finally, the first place she can go to where she's not the biggest cock in the room.
Yeah. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene, if she has any more plastic surgery, she's going to start looking at like one of the rejected masks from the original Planet of the Apes movies.
Well, she already looks like a bag for life.
And she totally goes to as seen on TV plastic surgery, right?
Yeah. I wonder if she fell into the ocean. I wonder how long it would take for her to dissolve. All the crabs and the sea creatures, everything, just like taking the fleshy parts and just leaving the bulbous plastic lump in the middle.
Yeah, but a pack of piranha would probably swim by like a school, and they'd be like, no, that's not a healthy meal, man. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, that's just a snack.
Yeah, they dump enough of that shit in our oceans. We don't want to eat it. It's too funny, though, that the whole MAGA situation has come down to the fact that somebody like Taylor Greene is actually upset about something that Trump has done.
Yeah, she's fighting him. I you know what? I reckon she's playing for the White House.
I think she's got the hots for Bernie and just wants on the tour.
She's not Mexican enough.
Oh, hey, we got a super chat in from NNA. And he says, "On cancer, it should be obvious by now." That's funny. Is that true, though? I don't know when the dates or any of that stuff goes.
I have no clue. I've never cared about that shit.
It could just be barbecue and seafood, right?
Mm.
I wonder.
It is funny, though. People who's like just do not follow astrology and just not into it whatsoever, and then you you meet a girl or something and you get around. Oh, you're both Sagittarians, are you? Oh, that's good. Yeah. Is it? What? It means nothing. Oh,
oh, it's like Macho Man Randy Savage with her face. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that hits you right where you shit, doesn't it?
Even she's got a mother somewhere who fucking despises her.
Probably, but the mother's still hiding in the den, not admitting that that's her cub.
I was a virgin birth. In fact, I wasn't even there at the birth. I'm so virgin. Blame your dad. It's all him. He actually gave birth to her out of the end of his penis, like a little tiny little globule.
This is what happens when a moose eats a sperm-ridden salmon.
What were you doing with the salmon, you dirty bastard?
Oh wow, that got personal. What are you gonna do?
But it is kind of funny that even my wife was talking about the Marjorie Taylor Greene. He's just like, quite impressed actually.
Yeah,
impressed that she's getting angry with Trump. But yeah,
it's that same thing with her. Nobody listened to her when she was pro-Trump. Nobody listens to her when she's against Trump. That's Oh,
they listened to her when she was talking about the Jewish space lasers.
Oh my God. Oh God. I can just imagine poor
Jewish space agency or something I don't know about. The Jewish space agency.
I can just imagine poor Billy at his bar mitzvah. Daddy, why is this crazy lady tying those cat toy lasers to my head?
Okay, I remember the Jewish space laser. What was some of the other shit he came up with? Is it about the tornadoes were being?
No, yeah, she was the one that was like, well, we know the Democrats have control of the weather. They could have solved,
because only the Democrats have got. Well, they're not in power anymore, but they're the ones who've got. They're the ones in charge of the weather.
I guess you have to have a clone robot for a president to interface with the machines that control the weather.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how the weather seems to fuck up Democratic areas as well.
Yeah.
If the Democrats are in charge of the weather, take it away from them. They're rubbish.
Yeah, exactly.
Put Big Balls in charge. He'll do a better job.
How does somebody that believes in weather control and all these other things end up in government, and not just as, the mayor of a hodunk town of 1,200, but
I don't know.
Right?
It really just boggles the mind.
I mean, I could listen to that woman if I didn't know her and she talked for all of 90 seconds. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. I would instantly go, wow, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, but remember there was that governor or senator? I can't remember who he was now, but he was talking about, I can't remember the details at all. You probably remember a bit more about it, but where everyone would stand on a certain point in the island would flip over.
Yeah. He was concerned about some big party gathering thing, and he was like how?
People voted for you.
The island will flip over. Can you imagine that? That's somebody who is literally 4 YouTube videos and a joint of really bad pot away from being a flat earther.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it seems to happen a lot. I mean, not many.
Way too often.
Yeah, not many as like quite as crazy as that. But
yeah, Mike71 in the chat says it was Guam of all places. So it's not, it's not like it was Oak Island or something, right? You know.
I mean, it just goes to prove that, you know, whether you know how they say it's the American dream, anybody can become president. Well, yeah, well, Trump proved that. You know, it's literally anybody can become a president. Oh, unless you're black or a woman. Yeah, apart from that, yeah, anybody can become.
Yeah. It's like anybody white, you know.
Obama was like, you know, that was a misstep. You know, he's half white. Yes.
I don't think that guy came out of the closet for that. You know,
he blackfaced the whole time. He's not. He's white, really.
But you go back to that thing with the island flipping. So imagine that politician waking up every day and looking at the population statistics of like California versus the East Coast and thinking to himself every so often, oh man, people are going to Cali too much. We got to get people on the other coast. We don't want America to flip flop.
Oh, and by the way, I just watched this video about planes going around the globe. How is it that, you know, they don't nose their nose down so they don't fly off the earth? Yeah. And they must be. Yeah. How do the planes land in Australia?
Yeah, that flat Earth thing. How come airplanes don't have to continuously point down so that they don't just fly off the Earth? Because that's a stupid question, you idiot. You know, like
it's called aerodynamics.
Yeah, it's not the globe that I have behind me and a little model airplane, right? You know, it's just.
Oh, it was. I did this with my son. He's just got back from New Zealand. It's like.
Is his head sore from the blood rushing to it all the time?
It took him like 3 days, you know, of flying. To get back, I said, "Why don't you just go in a hot air balloon? You'd be here in 12 hours. What you got to do is rise up, and the Earth will spin underneath you. Perfect, you know."
I remember one time I was offered a ride in one of those hot air balloons when I was younger, and I was like, "So you've got the balloon, and there's no like, you know, motor thing underneath to blow you around. No, we can control that with the balloon." Sure you can. I'll pass. You know, there was nothing that was getting me into an overgrown Little Red Riding Hood basket at 17,000 feet or whatever the fuck.
Basket,
yeah, exactly. Right. You know, there was no chance in hell, man. I don't even like to fly, but there was no way I was stepping into that madness.
No, that's pretty cool, actually. You know, they know what they're doing. Mostly, you do see them like crashing in the middle of a field somewhere, but you know, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I've seen them come down and they get dragged sideways for like a mile.
Yeah,
you know, that's fine. Well, not happening.
It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, I'm not. There was no way I was going to do it, but I'm not a flying person. They asked the wrong person, right? You know, only being off the ground like that.
Yeah, you're more like a burrowing type thing, like a mole or something. Yeah.
I don't think I'd go that far, but you know, when I was a kid, I had no problem with it. My dad, his job and work, we'd fly across the country, and then we'd drive across the country as well for vacation. We were all, you know, all over the place. But as I got to be about like 20, 21 years old, I didn't like being off the ground much. And one time in my...
Did you find that out by jumping?
Yeah, no. Funny enough, no. And,
sorry, go on. Yeah, one time.
And then one time I had to take a flight to get a car, and it was a propeller plane, and I thought we were goners. There was just the takeoff, the turbulence, the my god!
They do feel like, you know, you're just rattling loose all the bolts, aren't you?
Yeah, I thought the Red Baron was coming up behind us, shoot us out of the sky. You know, it was awful, man.
That's cool.
Yeah. Not fun. I was white knuckling it. The guy beside me is like trying to be cute. And I'm like, I'll kill you if you don't shut up. Just leave me alone. It wasn't good. Didn't like that. But it's gotten worse as I got older. I don't even like being on like a second story balcony now. I won't even go to the railing. I just get this vertigo feeling. It doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
You just hate altitude.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't seem to work for me. And I don't know why. When I was young, God, I didn't matter at all, right? No fear, but it really kicked in as I got older.
So there's no point buying you a slinky for your birthday or anything like that, because just
well, I mean, if it's
driving the stairs to set the slinky down. Well, actually, you'll be the slinky.
Yeah, if it's full size and I can drive it, and you're going to build the set of stairs for me, that sounds all right.
Oh no, that's a YouTube video.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I built a human-sized slinky.
Yeah, you sit right in the middle, and you can drive it as it goes, lean it and stuff. That'd be badass, man.
Oh shit! I hope Mark Rober isn't watching this video.
So
it'll be done next week.
We're going to fundraise, and we're going to build a a slinky that's human sized that you can drive. And we're going to use, you
end up flipping though. Cause if you had like a little chair inside the slinky machine thing.
Yeah, no, you need a gyroscope, right? And then
because you'd end up flipping upside down as you go to the alternate step.
It would be like controlling an elephant's foot, but you're in the foot, but behind it, but you'll catch up, right? It'd be really weird. That'd be cool.
Oh, dear God.
Who's that guy on YouTube that built an AT-AT, the walker thing from Star Wars?
I can't remember.
Yeah, he built one. It was really cool. It was slow, but it worked. It was probably as slow as the movie, to be honest. That's another story.
They're not speedy things.
Oh, God, I'm almost out of hash. I'm going to have to go to the store after. This is terrible. Oh, well, probably end up needing more beer anyway. Remember, if you're watching us still right now, and to be honest, I'm not sure where you are, go over to our other channel at the 42 Show and sub. You got to do that. We got to get more people over there because it's really good little clips. Half of you probably already seen them when we fucking record them, but sub anyway, just in case YouTube throws us a bone and tries to play nice. Everything with the shills on it, YouTube doesn't really like very much. We swear too much and we talk about things that are risque and all that kind of crap. So the 42 Show, that's why it doesn't say the shills. We took that away.
It might not even be YouTube. It might just be us. It might be the audience. Who knows? I don't know.
When you've got people like NA and A in your live chat, it's kind of how you roll. But yeah, it's if you do the little search on YouTube, it's at the 42 Show, and it's got the standard little green Earth logo thing going on. You'll know it's us.
Yeah, just got 42 splashed across it, and it's like I think it's the pink one, isn't it? Is it the pink one? No, is it the live?
Yeah.
The pink one's live. 42's got a yellow.
That's pink. It's purple to me.
Wow, pink, purple, fuchsia, puke.
Yeah. It's just I'm so colorblind in some ways, right? I can't even figure it out. Yeah, to me, the 42 Show, it's a slightly yellow, and it's our Earth logo, and it says 42 Show across it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's gold. It's golden. I actually took a swatch from my urine. I use it to colorize.
That's funny.
Good job I didn't do a shit.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Where do I? Oh man. I was trying to do a thing. It's not going to work because I'm an idiot and I might as well just not even bother. Okay.
Let's have a vote in the chat. Do you think Dick's an idiot? Put 1 in the chat. If you don't think he's an idiot, put 1 in the chat. We'll see which wins. If you think I'm an idiot, put 1 in the chat.
I think we'll get a lot of 3s.
I didn't say add them together. There's no math here. Going out loud. On a Sunday night.
Oh
past
no!
Midnight, don't do math.
We're handing out our weekly Einstein quiz.
If Tommy's got 3 apples and Billy's got 4 apples, and they put them all in a bucket, how many buckets have you got?
And if you say 1, you're fired.
Yeah.
So Dunk was gonna sing us a song before we get ready to kill this.
Let me clear my throat. Yeah, go on.
A lot of Dagobah in there, do you?
Oh yeah. It's all this swamp. Yeah, it stinks.
So I believe you're gonna do something from the Monty Python catalog, maybe?
Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. I'll sit on your face and tell you love you too. Life could be fine. It'd be just 69 if we sit on our faces in lots of different places. We'll be blown away. I thank you very much.
That was good. Yeah, it was good. As soon as you got to that first intro line, I was like, skip to the end, and you did. That was exactly what I would have done.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's funny. Here's a little number he tossed off recently in the Caribbean.
Yeah, the other one I would normally do is like the Philosopher's Song, and then that's the one, and you got to get it right. Otherwise there'll be letters and comments and stuff.
Yeah. Like, your penile warts, my herpes, your syphilitic skin.
That just reminds me, that song just reminds me when people ask you, how's your wife, and what and you want to give her a list of all the medical issues that she's had, and I can't remember fuck all. The only thing I can remember is that Monty Python song. So it's like, well, she's penile warts.
What you say to them is, do you want the Latin words or the bills? Right? I could do the math, or I could try to learn the language. Right?
I'll tell you what. I just give them her prescription, and then you say, you fucking work it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think I had? Fucking doctor?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I'll be breaking patient-doctor confidentiality if I tell you how my wife's doing. It's none of your fucking business.
Yeah. Fuck off.
How to win friends and influence people?
Yeah, well, when you figure it out, let me know.
I do love it when someone comes up to you and say, hey Dunk, how you doing? Because it's none of your fucking business. Nosy twat. How's the children? Fuck off.
Yeah. Not as good as last night when I was out with your wife.
Oh, your dad. Okay, never mind. My mistake.
Yeah. I couldn't tell it was dark. Yeah. When you got somebody face down on a pillow,
Yeah, they both got hairy asses. I couldn't tell one from the
other. Yeah. They got the same cup size. When you reach forward, you can't tell the fucking difference.
When I kiss them, I still taste the cum. So either way, I don't know.
This is not the whipped cream you were looking for.
That's a Star Wars edit that never made it to screen.
Yeah, that was the one that George Lucas's ex-wife was smart enough to edit onto the floor.
Yeah.
So, sounds to me like we're pretty close here.
It sounds like something. It sounds like sounds like we're going to end with a song and dance.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's revolving or evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour.
And then you have to remember all the fucking facts, and that song just goes out the window.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. If I was to do that song right now and I know the lyrics, I'm gonna get confused because I know how out of date the stuff is.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a new version of it, and it's like, which version do I sing now? Oh,
yeah. We're 30,000 light years from galactic central point. We go round every 200 million years. All right. So huge shout out to the team tonight. It's been a double stream for me.
Yeah, God bless your little cotton socks.
I wear wool, baby.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the team.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, imagine cats with the little socks, right?
Tubes. Little tubes. Smartest tubes. They walk like robots.
Domo Regato, Mr. Roboto. Does that work?
No.
Okay. So we got PJ CNET on the Shills account tonight. We got Mexi Girl, Carpazian, the AI Alchemist. We got Annette. We got NNA. We got Shayna Caldwell. Jose is back in, feeling good and rocking. Awesome. And we got Super Chat Matt. So big round of applause for the team. And Mario, get off your ass. There we go.
You got a late call in from NANA.
Oh, wow. For nothing less than $66.60. A few ago, I had a really rough ride. So much turbulence from LA to Boston. Oh, plane ride here, right? I asked the guy next to me what he was white knuckling the whole flight. Wouldn't it suck to crash so close to home, right? Well, as we were about to land, that's one of my favorite trips.
Yeah, you pay extra for that on a roller coaster. Yeah, he's like, hey, you just go to the pilot, slip number 50, and you go, hey, go on, make it interesting.
Yeah. This guy's already given it the double claw on the armrest there. Come on, tip it left and give him some, right? No.
Just drop the air masks at one point. That would just break them all out.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're flying to Colombia, you could probably get that for a half a bag of weed and a couple of straws of Coke. So, just a thought. So, consumer advice. Always bring your own condom because she could bring one that's compromised and you end up on the back foot with your own cousin as your child. Well, I was directing that to Alabama.
Or just get your knob chopped off and then, no problem.
You know what? There's something to be said about the world of the eunuch.
Yeah, great singers.
Look really well when oiled. No. So, eat meat.
Goodbye.
Yeah, eat meat, grow old, and always remember that it's better to be drunk than have somebody accuse you of being drunk when you're not.
Okay. Just better than being drunk than knowing a drunk.
Stay drunk.